Внимание! То, что вы сейчас услышите, может полностью изменить ваше представление о старении. Представьте, что ваше тело — это не часы, которые неизбежно тикают к старости, а система, которую можно перепрограммировать. Да, замедлить возрастные изменения, вернуть энергию и запустить процессы обновления — все это возможно, если понимать, как работает человеческое тело. I'm Dr. Alexander Kingsley, and today I'm going to reveal something most people never hear in their lifetime. Aging is not just time passing. It is a biological process that can be influenced every single day by your actions. And one of the most powerful tools we have is movement, but not just any movement. Today, I'm going to show you 5 science-backed exercises that are known to support youthful energy, improve metabolism, and help your body function like it's years younger. But before you dismiss this as just another fitness video, listen carefully. These are not random workouts. Each exercise we discuss is supported by research in physiology, cellular health, and metabolic science. They target the real root causes of aging: reduced circulation, muscle loss, hormonal imbalance, and mitochondrial decline. Let's start with a simple truth. After the age of 25, your body naturally begins to lose muscle mass. Your metabolism slows down. Your energy production inside the cells becomes less efficient. This is why many people feel tired, stiff, and heavier as the years go by, even if their lifestyle hasn't changed dramatically. But here's the breakthrough. The body responds to demand. When you challenge it correctly, it adapts, it repairs, it strengthens, and in many ways, it becomes more efficient again. In this video, we are going to focus on exercises that activate deep physiological systems. Not just burn calories, but actually stimulate regeneration signals in the body. You will learn how short bursts of high-intensity movement can trigger growth hormones, how resistance training rebuilds youthful muscle fibers, and how specific mobility exercises restore joint fluidity that many people lose with age. And most importantly, you will understand why consistency matters more than intensity, and how just a few minutes a day can begin to shift your biological age over time. So stay with me, because what you are about to learn is not just about looking younger. It's about feeling alive again, with energy, strength, and clarity that many people think they have permanently lost. Let's begin with the first exercise that science consistently links to improved longevity and metabolic youthfulness. Now let's begin with the first exercise. And this one is far more powerful than most people realize. This is high-intensity interval training, or what science often calls short-burst cardio. Listen carefully, because this is not about running endlessly on a treadmill for an hour. In fact, long, slow cardio is not what triggers the strongest anti-aging response in your body. What does is short, intense bursts of movement followed by brief recovery periods. Here is what happens inside your body when you do this correctly. During high-intensity intervals, your muscles demand rapid energy. Your heart rate spikes, your oxygen usage increases dramatically, and in response, your body activates something remarkable. Your mitochondria begin to multiply and become more efficient. Mitochondria are often called the energy factories of your cells. When they are weak, you feel tired, slow, and mentally foggy. When they are strong, you feel sharp, energetic, and younger. Research shows that high-intensity interval training can significantly improve mitochondrial function, even in older adults. This means your cells literally begin producing energy more effectively again. And there is another powerful effect. This type of training stimulates the release of growth hormone and improves insulin sensitivity. In simple terms, your body becomes better at burning fat and regulating energy. This is one of the key biological shifts associated with a younger metabolic profile. Now, you don't need complicated equipment. You don't need a gym. You can start with something as simple as 20 seconds of fast movement, like sprinting in place, fast walking uphill, or rapid step-ups, followed by 40 seconds of slow recovery. Repeat this cycle for just 10 to 15 minutes. But here is the important part most people miss. It is not about destroying your body. It is about signaling adaptation. You are telling your system, I still need high energy output. I still need strength. I still need speed. And your body responds. Even just 2 to 3 sessions per week can begin to shift your energy levels within days. Many people report better focus, improved mood, and noticeably higher stamina. But HIIT is only the beginning. Because while this exercise reactivates your energy systems, the next method focuses on something equally important: rebuilding the very structure that supports your body as it ages, your muscles and bones. And that brings us directly to the second exercise that has one of the strongest scientific links to reversing physical decline over time. Now we move into the second exercise, and if there is one thing science agrees on when it comes to slowing physical aging, it is this: resistance training. In simple terms, this means strength training, using your muscles against weight or resistance. It can be dumbbells, resistance bands, or even your own body weight. And here's the truth most people never hear. After the age of 30, we begin to lose muscle mass every single year unless we actively fight it. This process is called sarcopenia, and it is one of the biggest hidden drivers of aging. Less muscle means slower metabolism, weaker joints, reduced energy, and higher fat storage. But the body has an incredible ability. It rebuilds when challenged. When you perform resistance training, you create microscopic stress in your muscle fibers, and in response, your body repairs them stronger, denser, and more efficient than before. This is not just cosmetic. This is biological renewal. Studies show that strength training improves insulin sensitivity, supports hormone balance, and even enhances bone density. That means fewer injuries, better posture, and a body that feels stable and powerful instead of fragile. But there is something even more interesting happening beneath the surface. Resistance training activates signaling pathways that help preserve youthful cellular function. In other words, your muscles don't just get stronger, they start behaving in a more youth-like way at the metabolic level. Now let's keep this practical. You don't need complicated routines. You don't need heavy gym machines. Start with fundamental movements: squats, push-ups, lunges, and rows. These exercises activate multiple muscle groups at once, which is exactly what the aging body needs: efficiency and integration. For example, squats strengthen your legs, hips, and core. Push-ups rebuild upper body strength and improve circulation. Lunges restore balance and joint stability. Rows strengthen your back, which is essential for posture and spinal health. A simple structure works best: 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 12 repetitions, performed slowly and with control. The goal is not speed. The goal is activation. And here is what you will notice over time. Your body feels firmer. Your movements feel lighter. Everyday tasks become easier. Even your posture begins to change, and posture alone can make a person look years younger. But resistance training is not the full picture, because strength alone is not enough if your body is still stiff, restricted, and lacking fluid movement. That is why the next exercise focuses on something people completely ignore, yet it plays a massive role in keeping the body youthful at any age. We are going to talk about mobility training and how restoring joint freedom can literally make your body feel younger from the inside out. Now we enter the third exercise. And this is where most people make a serious mistake in their fitness routine. They focus only on strength and fat loss, but they completely ignore mobility. Mobility is not just stretching. It is the ability of your joints to move freely, smoothly, and without restriction through their full natural range. And when mobility declines, the body begins to age in a very visible way: stiffness, slower movement, poor posture, and even chronic discomfort. But here's what science tells us: improved mobility can significantly reduce the risk of injury, improve circulation, and enhance neuromuscular coordination. In simpler terms, your body starts moving like it used to when it was younger. One of the most effective mobility routines is controlled joint movement training. This means slow, intentional circles and ranges of motion for your neck, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. It may look simple, but inside the body, something powerful is happening. Synovial fluid production increases, which lubricates your joints and reduces friction. Think of it like oiling a machine that has started to rust. Now combine this with deep stretching of the hip flexors, hamstrings, and spine. These areas tighten the most with age, especially in people who sit for long periods. And when you restore flexibility here, something surprising happens. Your posture begins to naturally realign. You stand taller. You move with more confidence, and even your breathing becomes deeper and more efficient. But we are not done yet. Because there is another underrated method that works directly on cardiovascular aging, something far gentler than HIIT, but extremely powerful for long-term vitality. This is what scientists call low-intensity steady movement, often in the form of brisk walking. Walking may seem too simple, but research consistently shows that daily walking improves heart health, supports brain function, and enhances metabolic balance. It also reduces stress hormones, which are strongly linked to accelerated aging. Even 30 to 45 minutes of walking per day can significantly improve circulation and help your body recover from more intense workouts like resistance training and HIIT. And here is the key insight most people miss. Youthful energy is not built through intensity alone. It is built through balance between stress and recovery, effort and restoration, strength and fluidity. So now you have three powerful pillars: high-intensity intervals for cellular energy, resistance training for structural strength, mobility and walking for fluid movement and recovery. But there is still one final layer that brings everything together: the exercise that trains not just your body, but your nervous system, balance, and coordination. And that final method is what truly completes the anti-aging system we are building in this video. Now we arrive at the fifth and final exercise, and this is the one most people completely underestimate. Yet, it has a deep impact on how young your body actually behaves. This is balance and coordination training. At first glance, it may not look as powerful as lifting weights or doing interval training, but science tells a different story. Your balance system is directly connected to your nervous system, brain function, and muscle activation patterns. And when it declines, the entire body begins to move less efficiently. This is why older adults often develop slower reflexes, unstable posture, and reduced confidence in movement. It is not just muscle loss, it is communication breakdown between the brain and the body. But here's the fascinating part. When you train balance and coordination, you are essentially reprogramming your nervous system to react faster, stabilize better, and control movement more precisely. This improves what scientists call neuromuscular efficiency. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to train this is single-leg standing exercises. Standing on one leg, even for 20 to 30 seconds, forces your stabilizing muscles in the ankles, knees, hips, and core to activate deeply. If you close your eyes or add gentle movement, the challenge increases, and so does the adaptation. Another powerful method is slow, controlled movement patterns, like stepping forward, pausing, and reversing direction with precision. This trains your brain to maintain control under changing conditions, and over time, something remarkable happens. Your movements become smoother. Your reaction time improves. You feel more stable when walking, turning, or even standing from a chair. These are all signs of a more youthful neuromuscular system. Now, when we combine everything you've learned in this video, the full picture becomes clear. High-intensity intervals awaken your energy systems. Resistance training rebuilds your strength and structure. Mobility restores freedom of movement. Walking supports recovery and heart health. And balance training sharpens your nervous system and coordination. Together, these 5 exercises create a complete anti-aging movement system. But remember this: the goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency. Even small daily effort compounds over time and gradually shifts how your body functions, feels, and performs. Aging is not something that happens overnight, and improving your vitality does not happen overnight either. It is built through repeated signals, day after day, telling your body to stay strong, active, and efficient. So start simple, stay consistent, and let your body respond the way it is designed to respond, by adapting, rebuilding, and improving. Because the real secret is not stopping aging completely, it is slowing it down so effectively that you start feeling like yourself again, stronger, lighter, and more alive than before.